through the onside, and that should run all the way. Slowing up just a bit, and it gets there. Ahead of Nokia. And that will give him a boost of confidence, Roston Chase.
I mean, that's a top shot. You're batting against Rabada and you play that sort of shot down the ground, just a little bit on the onside. That is very satisfying as a batsman. Normally when you see batsmen do that, it's a sign that they're in tune with proceedings in the middle.
Taken down the leg side, he's reviewing immediately. He's convinced there was no bat there.
Yeah, there's an indication straight away. Blackwood just looking at his thigh pad. South Africans went up in unison. But I would suggest we'll find out more.
Gap between bat and ball. Roll it through, roll it through. There's a spike as the ball hits the thigh pad. I'm ready to go back on field to Gregory. Gregory, I'm going to have to ask you to overturn your decision to not out. You are on screen now.
And there's the confirmation of exactly why Jermaine Blackwood was justified. Probably just shaking his head wondering what the umpire was seeing there. Another shout, and the finger goes up again. Again he reviews. We've had it once in the over already, knocked back.
Ball tracking coming up. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets missing. Simon, can you go back on field to Gregory? Greg, I'm going to have to ask you to overturn your decision to not out. You are on screen now.
Should get 4 here. Edge, yes, but controlled by Roston Chase to earn him a boundary. Poor shot. First wicket of the morning. They know that Jermaine Blackwood likes to go for his shots, can't help himself.
Almost bang on the first half hour. They are delighted, the South Africans. I reckon the chat might have been, righto, let's get an early breakthrough. Let's get one inside that first half hour. Then suddenly we might get a couple, but that's not a ball to drive on the up, particularly against the likes of Rabada. It's a good sharp catch taken by Rassie van der Dussen. Points straight to Maharaj as well.
Sweetly timed shot. One of the best in the game of cricket. The on drive. Well executed by Roston Chase. The end the over brings up the 100 for the West Indies as well. 103 for 5.
This delivery just pitched up a bit by Nokia. And full face, nicely driven by Roston Chase.
Oh, he's probably searching for the Yorker. Sweetly timed. Growing in stature and in confidence.
Just over pitch delivery here from Mulder. And nicely driven by Chase.
Last delivery of the over. And again, crisply timed. Brings up a half century for Roston Chase. A shining light in this West Indian innings. And it's come at an important time.
Oh, he's left it alone. And it's just gone straight onto the stumps. Another error in judgment from a West Indies batter.
Certainly misjudged the line of the delivery. Jason Holder went straight on. What was that? When Jason Holder looks back at the replay, He's going to be shocked.
Going over the top. Good strike. He has long levers, good reach, and earns him 6.
Setting up his innings quite nicely, Chase. Just an over-pitched delivery here from Maharaj.
Got him now. Another straight one. Just as we've talked about it. Feeling that he can get involved, Keshav Maharaj. He's picked up the last 2 wickets. Has taken the top scorer for the West Indies. Roston Chase departs.
Blighted delivery. Just being in no man's land, more or less, Roston Chase.
In the air and gone. Poor shot. Simple dismissal. Poor cricket from Rakeem Cornwall.
Pitched up delivery. Driven in the air to Van der Dusan.
Took his eyes off the ball. And he's taken a painful blow. Could be on the elbow, somewhere on the body. He is in trouble here. He's in agony. Ducked into it, took his eyes off the ball.
Just earlier, Darren and myself were discussing short bowling and the attack. The positions in which batters, the West Indies batters, has gotten themselves into. Just ducking here. Didn't quite rise. Bad judgment here from De Silva. Ouch.
You're right, Stacey Ann. Ouch, because there's no forearm guard right on the point of the elbow and at the pace of Kagiso Rabada. Edged away. Just a cursory touch of the gloves, but it's 4 runs nevertheless.
Pitched up delivery here, just slashing a bit to the outside, offside here. De Silva.
How's that? How's that? How's that?
They're asking because they think it's if it's come off the boot, and they're asking the question. They're reviewing it.
Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets, umpire's call. Can you go back on field to Joel? Joel, can you stay with your original decision of not out? You are on screen now.
Very, very close, much closer than we thought, and certainly they recognized and suspected that it might have been pad first, but umpire's call. Asking the question, and now they're asking for bat pad catch. They were originally asking their question for LBW, now for the bat pad. They're not too sure. There's a bit of discussion, and they're having it reviewed.
Pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets missing. Simon, can you go back on field to Gregory? Gregory, stay with your original not out decision. You are on screen now.
Clean them up, and that's 5 wickets for Kagiso Rabada. Brilliant bowling, error of judgment, unsettled, and that's the effect and the impact of quality fast bowling.
nice length delivery here on a good length, pitched. No shot offered, like many of the other West Indians have. And Rabada gets his man.
Big strike, good hit. He was just waiting, measuring until it was close enough to him to have a go.
Yeah, pitched up delivery here by Maharaj. And Kemar Roach just having a swing.
There he goes again. No long on in place. You want to disrespect me by keeping the fielders in? Fine, I'll go over the top and try to enjoy myself towards the end.
Another length delivery. Another 6.
Edged and gone, that's it. The man who started the rot for the West Indies has finished the job. Anrik Nokia, an outstanding match for him, for South Africa, for this challenge for them, finding themselves in a situation where they're below the West Indies in the rankings ahead of this series, and they've responded in the most emphatic manner possible. An innings victory at lunch on day 3. And for Dean Elgar and company, it is really a moment to savor and know that it's a rebound for them that has only just begun. For the West Indies, it's about assessment, about recrimination, about wondering what they need to do next. The captain, Craig Brathwaite, he'll be lingering maybe on that decision to bat first in bowler-friendly conditions. They've maintained a steady line that was the right decision, but doesn't matter to these South Africans. Rabada with 5 wickets in the second innings and Gidi with 5 in the first.
It's interesting because Nokia would have come around from around the wicket to over the wicket because he has realized that Seals likes, he's leaving those with balls that are outside off. But this delivery was just shaped in, forced a play from Seals. And he played it straight into slip.
The usual routine now of the handshakes and the spirit between the two sides, no indication of any hostilities whatsoever. But as they go through the routines, the West Indies will know that they haven't played anything like their best cricket. They've come up against a much more formidable opponent, much more ruthless, much higher quality than what they would have faced previously in this year of 2021.